Renaissance EQ is the workhorse EQ plugin of the Waves family. The largest and most flexible of the Renaissance EQs is the 6-band REQ6. It's also available in 4 and 2-band modes and as part of the more complex Renaissance channel. Renaissance EQ is noteworthy for its accuracy, ease of use, and sweetness of sound. The visual display makes REQ extremely easy to use and understand. When it first comes up, all the bands will be engaged or on, except for the low band. The middle bands have the option of being a bell or a shelf. The outer bands have more choices: bell, shelf, filter, and resonant filter. Any point can be clicked and dragged to create a shape. The numbers in the band can be clicked and dragged to input value, or a double click will open up the dialog box where you can type in your preferred value. You can also select multiple bands and drag them together. If you hold the Control key, you'll be restricted to one direction, either horizontal or vertical. You can always reset the EQ by clicking on the flat button in the upper right, or reverting to a previous setting by clicking on the undo button in the upper left. This fader on the right controls volume. Sometimes when you've boosted some frequencies, you've added some volume to an already loud track, you might clip your source, which would be indicated with this red LED. So you use the volume faders to compensate for too much volume. You never want to clip your plugins because the distortion is created as a very unattractive sound. In the box on the bottom right, you can unlink the two channels and treat the left and right separately. How might this EQ be used? Well, I have a vocal here in which I've inserted an R6 EQ. Let's listen to it without any treatment.
Break loose, snapbacks and them tattoos. We got nothing left to lose. Yeah, gonna do it right.
Sounds pretty good, but it could use a little shining up, so I might boost with a shelf everything on the high end. I'll boost a lot so we can really hear the difference. And it has a little boominess down in the lower mid, so I might subtract some of that out. And I would definitely filter off anything below almost 100 hertz because there's no real musical frequencies in any vocal down there. Those frequencies are only thump sounds and low rumble from the microphone that you really don't want in your vocal track. Now let's hear it with this added EQ.
Break loose, snapbacks and them tattoos. We got nothing left to lose. Yeah, gonna do it right.
Now I like the shininess, but I introduced a little harshness in that mid-range, so I'm going to narrow the bandwidth to a very narrow point and dip that out a little bit.
Break loose, snapbacks and them tattoos. We got nothing left to lose. Yeah, gonna do it right.
Let's see how this sits in the mix, and I'll turn the EQ on and off so you can really hear the difference.
Break loose, snapbacks and them tattoos. We got nothing left to lose. Yeah, gonna do it right.
Here's without.
Wild and crazy, live it up with forever.
And with.
Call me maybe tonight. And we can get low, we can get high. We can just dance on the floor all night.
You can hear that Renaissance EQ is a very natural, graceful sounding EQ that can really help enhance the sound sources in your mix and make them sit properly into the music. Use Renaissance EQ as a workhorse EQ plugin on any number of sound sources. And you can save your presets into a library here, so they'll be available to you later.